Hello, so Simon here again for another workout. We're still on week 4, but we're now on our 3rd session of this week. The final one before we move on to week 5 of the program. So today is our longer session, which today we're going to do 2 lots of 12 minutes. If you haven't already, you know what to do by now. Let's get walking. This is your warm up for 5 minutes. So walk nicely at a gentle pace to begin with, and then we'll gradually increase it towards a brisk pace. And then for the final minute, we'll drop you back down again, just to get yourselves ready before we take on today's session, which is those 2 lots of 12 minutes. So keep walking at a good pace. We're already coming up to our 1 minute mark already. So just another 4 minutes to go. So well done. You've done really well, progressing nicely in the program. So this is the longer session that we do each week. So we're now up to 2 lots of 12 minutes. So we've had a bit of an increase now, but you're more than capable of doing today's session. Just go at a nice steady pace. Try not to push it too fast. Remember, the whole point of this session is it's the volume of time that we're going for. We're not too bothered about the pace. Just go the pace that's suitable for you. So just a quick recap on where we've come from and where we've got up to. So week 1, we started with 2 lots of 4 minutes. So that just shows how far we've come. So well done. And then we progress you into week 2 with 2 lots of 6 minutes. And then week 3, we made it up to 2 lots of 8 minutes. And here we are now. Like I say, a bit more of a push, but we need to get you to that 30 minutes of continuous running in week 8. So it's time to up it slightly, okay? So we're now doing 2 lots of 12 minutes. And we are going to drop our recovery slightly as well. We're doing 3 minutes of walking recovery in between those 2 reps instead of 4 minutes. So the volume amount of time altogether, 24 minutes of running, 3 minutes recovery, plus our 5 minute warm up cool down gives us a total of 37 minutes in total. So over 2 minutes of this warm up done. So let's increase that pace a little bit more now, getting yourselves ready for today's session. I'm doing this session with you, as I always do. So I'm not just here telling you when to start and stop. I'm going to be motivating you the whole way through. So we're in this together, okay? I know that today is a bit of a step up, but we're going to break it down into small sections, and we'll get through this together. I'll also be monitoring the time as well, so you don't need to focus on looking at your watch. I will tell you what to do and when, and how long is left of the session. So you just keep going, you keep running, and I'll tell you how you're doing and what's left to go, okay? So that's 3 minutes down now, okay? So just step up that pace a little bit more now for this next minute, and then the final minute we will decrease it slightly as well. As always, please go onto my Facebook page or my Instagram. Please let me know how you're getting on with the sessions. It's always great to hear from you all. It's really motivating as well for other people to hear how other people on the program are doing and how they're progressing. Have you done any other workouts, any other similar programs like this before? How do you find this one compared to them? Not only is it great feedback for me, but like I say, it's great feedback for anyone else who's deciding which program is right for them. Hopefully my programs are nice and motivating and progressing you slowly. I try and make sure that every session is different as well, rather than repeating the same session, so it's a little bit more interesting and fresh. So our last minute now, so let's start to drop down that pace slightly now. Prepare ourselves. I don't want you tired at the start of this first repetition, so just ease down that pace. Just a nice, slow, easy walk now. Deep breaths. Get yourselves ready for what we've got in store. We can do this. Push you further a little bit more today, but like I say, you're more than capable of doing this session. So this is week 4, remember. So after this session, we are exactly halfway through the program. So you're progressing really well, getting towards our end goal. In another 4 weeks' time, we will be there. Just a quick insight. So next week, we're dropping it down just to 1 rep of 20 minutes. So there's not going to be a break. So that's the progression. So anyway, are we all ready to start? We're off in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So off we go then with this first rep. So 2 lots of 12 minutes. We can do this. Just keep a nice steady pace going the whole way through. I'm going to let you know as we go through both repetitions how much time has gone and how much time is remaining. So you just keep focused and you just keep going. I'm doing this with you, so I'm with you every step of the way. So let's get through this together. It's a great start. Just break it down to each minute. Just focus on each minute as it comes. Doing well, it's a great start. So that's 1 minute down already. Keep going. Keep the same pace going. Hold the pace that's right for you. Keep that form. Keep driving with the arms. Raise the knees. Keep upright. Keep the hips high. Doing well, come on. Let's get through this next minute. So we're coming up to our 2nd minute mark now. That's 2 minutes down now. Okay, let's get to our next minute mark. So this is our final session of doing 2 long reps back to back like this. From next week onwards, we're going to be doing just 1 single long repetition. So we're going to increase the time, but only 1 of them rather than 2. So next week we're going to do 20 minutes as a single rep, okay? So a lot longer than what we're doing today. However, if you look at the total amount of running time, it's less because we haven't got that recovery in between. So you're going to be more than capable of doing it after you've completed this session and this week. We've got to progress you week by week. But let's keep focused on this session for now. We'll worry about that next week. Let's get this first 12-minute repetition done. So that's 3 minutes done now. So that's a quarter done. Break it down into sections. Hopefully by now you've got into a bit more of a steady routine and a steady pattern. So just hold this pace. If you've gone off slightly too fast, you can ease it down a little bit. If you've been a little bit conservative and you're a little bit slower than you thought you would be for the first few minutes, there's still plenty of time to increase it. So don't worry, just find that pace that's right for you. You'll find with time, the more experience you get with running, the more better idea you have of pace judging, knowing the right speed for a certain length of time. But that just comes with knowing your body and knowing your limits. So that is 4 minutes down now. Come on, great work. Let's get to that 5th minute mark now, come on. Keep strong. Deep breaths. Try and keep as relaxed as you can. Try not to tense up. If one part of the body is tensed up, that tension will travel all around the body. And even if you think you're working harder by really straining, you're actually going to be slowing down. So you just got to keep nice and loose and feel as comfortable as you can, and then you will be more comfortable. Come on, nearly at the 5th minute mark now. Doing well. So that's 5 minutes down now. Let's get to the next minute and then we're halfway already. Come on. Let me know how your sessions are going. How are you finding them? Are you finding the progressions? As we're progressing, you're obviously getting fitter, so hopefully you're coping well and you're not really noticing the increase too much, okay? That's the idea. The body is very good at adapting quickly when you're doing it regularly and it becomes more of the norm. Come on, we're nearly at the halfway stage already now. Really good. Another 10 seconds and that's 6 minutes down. Come on. Remember, we're going to have that 3-minute walk recovery in between. So halfway, 6 minutes down. Right, second half. So if you're doing an out and back, you're turning around now and you're making your way back. And if you're not, just visualize that in your head that you're coming home now, completing that first repetition. Lots of running is in the head, I find. A lot of it is mental as well as physical. So just trick the mind and make your body feel that you are in control of this and that you are coping really well. This is not an effort, this is not a chore. You're getting better and better and improving. Come on, we're nearly at the next minute mark now. Okay, so it's 7 minutes down now. 5 minutes to go. Please let me know how your sessions are going. Where are you doing these sessions? Where are you from? Which country are you from? It'd be great to hear from you and see some pictures of you doing your workouts from wherever you are. Just share it on my Facebook page or Instagram page. Come on, keep going. Nearly at the next minute mark now. So that is 8 minutes now. Let's focus on the next minute. Let's get to that 9-minute mark. And then that's 3/4 of the session complete. Just 3 minutes to go from there. Well into the second half now. Keep going, keep relaxed. If you're with someone the same ability, just keep with them, keep working together. Come on, we're nearly at that 9-minute mark now. Come on. Final few seconds and then we're at the next minute mark. Okay, it's 9 down. So 3 minutes to go. Last bit to go. If you're feeling strong and you want to increase the pace a little bit, by all means do so. But just bear in mind you have got a second repetition to do. So don't go all out in this repetition and really struggle and tie it in the last rep, okay? The whole purpose of this program is that we're increasing the volume of time running, decreasing time walking until you are feeling strong and capable to hold the pace that you want to go to complete that 30 minutes of continuous running. So it doesn't matter what your ability is, you're running at your pace that you would like to be able to go. It's specific to you, even though everyone is doing this program the same similar goal, pace might be specific for you. Right, so that is 10 minutes gone now. Just the final 2 minutes to go. You know, with all our recoveries that we've had in the past, we've had a 2-minute recovery. It seemed like it was going to go long, but it went really short. That's just how much time is left. So come on, it's nearly over. First repetition is nearly done. Then we can enjoy that 3-minute easy walk recovery, get your breath back, and set ourselves up for the second half. Really good now, come on, nearly there. Let's keep strong. This is when you're probably getting a little bit more tired now towards the end of this repetition. This is by far the longest repetition that we have completed. So you've done really well. You're past the mark where you were at last time. Just keep it going. So yeah, a bit of a progression on from last week. So 1 minute to go, come on. So yeah, last week we did 2 lots of 8 minutes. So adding an extra 4 minutes onto each repetition to where we were last week. But you can do this. You've got yourselves up to this level by just progressing nice and gradually. Come on, 30 seconds. $20 seconds. Come on, last 10 seconds, then we can walk. Nearly there, come on, keep going right to the end. You're doing well. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, well done. That is it. So the first repetition is complete. Great work. So let's walk it out for 3 minutes. Really take your time on this 3 minutes. Go at the pace that is right for you. It's really important that you recover in this 3-minute recovery time so that we are ready to go when we're feeling good to complete that again. Okay? So brilliant work. As I've mentioned, that was a really good progression on to from last week. You held that pace for an extra 4 minutes to where we were. Fantastic. And we've also dropped this recovery slightly as well. So you've done really well. You're doing really well as well. Come on. So deep breaths, let yourselves recover. Take a look around you, take in where you are. Enjoy being outside if you are. Breathe in that fresh air. If you're inside in the treadmill, just slow it down as well on the treadmill. And compose yourself, ready for the next session, next repetition. So we're coming up to halfway through this recovery. Just keep walking. So 1.5 minutes to go now. So I'm sure you're finding it as well with this program, but the fitter you become, the quicker you will recover. So you probably found in week 1 or week 2 that you were quite out of breath when you finished those first repetitions, and it was hard to recover in the short amount of time that we had. But hopefully by now that we are halfway through the program nearly, let's get this next 12 minutes out of the way, then that's officially halfway, that you are feeling a lot fitter and you are recovering quicker. All right, so another minute to go. And then we just got that second repetition done. And then, like I've mentioned, then that is week 4 completed. That means we are halfway. Just gradually preparing yourselves just to increase it a little bit further each week. In the next 4 weeks, just progressing you more and more, keeping that time running high and dropping the walking. And then we're there, then we've completed it. So come on, keep going. Right, we're off it in 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right, let's go. So same as before. Come on, let's try and keep it nice and steady to begin with. Don't go out too fast in this one and tire, because it is quite a long repetition. So in total, we're running for 24 minutes and 27 minutes in total of the session, and plus that 5-minute warm up and cool down, that brings us up to 37 minutes of continuous exercise of walking and running. So that is a really good mark to be on, okay? Great work. Match what we did in the previous session with that pyramid. That was also the same amount of time. But this has got less walking, so this is probably the hardest one that we've done so far. But we've got to push you, we've got to get you to improve. It's the only way we get better, is to get out of our comfort zone. So that's our first minute down, okay? Keep going. 11 minutes left. Really good work. Again, just break it down each minute. Use that visualization that I've mentioned before, if that helps you. Come on, nearly at your 2nd minute mark now. Come on, keep it going now. Keep your form. Remember the arms going forwards and back. Try to avoid going across the body. When you do that, you're wasting energy up and going a different direction to where we want to go. Over 2 minutes gone now. Come on, that's good. Keep all your efforts and energy to help push you forwards. Come on. Let's complete this 4th week. What you find when you're new to a new routine and habits is it generally does take a few weeks, so maybe say 4 weeks like we're at now, just to get into that regular routine. And then once you are into that pattern, you'll find that it will become less of a chore to do it and it feels more of the norm to do, okay? So just keep going, don't give up with the program. That's 3 minutes gone. So that's a quarter done already. Really good. So with these longer repetitions, do what you need to do to help you going. A lot of people like to count their steps. That's a good little tip, an idea if you want to kind of take your mind off what you're doing. Or if you are running somewhere nice, just look around you, enjoy where you are, enjoy the scenery. Coming up to the 4th minute mark soon. Okay, well done. 4 minutes down. Keep it going now. Really good work. Not long before we've completed that next minute. Coming out to our 5th minute mark already now. Come on. So including the 3 minute walk in between, we're now 20 minutes into our session. Okay, 5 minutes down. So hopefully you find with these interval sessions that you do get a bit distracted with time. Time for me does tend to go a little bit quicker. When you're breaking it down into sections, you're not thinking of the continuous whole effort. You're just focusing on each bit as it comes. Come on, let's get this minute down, and then we're halfway, and we've got 6 minutes to go. The turnaround point if you're doing an out and back. And if you're not, like I've mentioned, it's always quite good to mentally think of it that you're heading back home. Come on, 15 seconds, and then we're at that halfway point through the second rep. And there we go. So that's 6 minutes down now. 6 minutes to go, halfway through. Just do that again. And then week 4 is done. Then you can rest up, recover, and get ready for next week. Really, really good work. Come on. Keep pushing through this final bit now. Keep as relaxed as you can. Deep breaths. Focus on your breathing's another way to distract yourself. Just focus on breathing in and breathing out. So we got 5 minutes to go now. That's 7 minutes down. The countdown is on now for the last 5 minutes. Let's take each minute again as it comes. Come on. Keep focused. If you're running with someone and they're feeling quite strong at the moment, let's try and stick with them as much as you can. It's always good to train with someone who's just slightly better or the same as you, so you can push each other or you can hang on to them and they can help you pace out the repetitions as well. You can work together and set the right pace. So that is 8 minutes down. We've got 4 minutes to go. Come on, get through this next minute. And then we've got our final quarter of this repetition to go. We're nearly there. Then the countdown really will be on then. Down to 3 minutes to go. It's the same as that walking recovery that we did. It's not long. Come on, 30 seconds, and then we've got that 3 minutes left. Mark, come on. Doing really well. Keep going. Don't slow down now, you're doing so well. So we've got 3 minutes to go now. 3 quarters down of the second repetition, 1 quarter to go. If you're feeling good and you want to speed up for this last 3 minutes, this is your opportunity to do that. But if you're happy with the pace that you've set, just keep it going, just hold on. You're doing a great job. And if you're tiring slightly, come on, you can do this. Just keep it going. Don't worry if you slow down a bit. As long as you're just keeping going, just focus on completing this session. Nearly there now. So we're coming up to our 10-minute mark. It's 10 minutes gone now, so 2 minutes to go. Last two. The penultimate minute. This is the one you've got to keep going on now. Because that last minute, you can just give it all you've got now. That's all your last bit of effort. Just for 1 minute. So let's get going through this one first. And then we can start our sprint finish for home. Really good. Come on, we're so nearly there now. Just a minute and a half to go. Really good. Keep your form now. Remember the visualization. This is the time to think now that you're coming into the finish of your race. You're catching someone in front of you. Every step you're pulling them in as they're getting tired and you're staying strong. And that person behind you, you're pulling away from. Right, minute to go. Last bit now, come on. Final bit of effort. Let's push it a bit further. I'm going to break it down into 15 seconds each part of this minute. So that's 15 seconds down. 45 seconds, then we're finished. Come on. Push, push, push now. This is really good work. Okay, 30 seconds to go. We're nearly there. Last bit, come on. 20 seconds to go, come on. 15 seconds, right, focus in front of you. Where can you get to in 15 seconds? Let's get there. 10 seconds. This is it, come on, 5. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Done. So well done. Another great session done yet again. Fantastic work. So let's get going with our easy cool down. So just a 5-minute nice gentle walk just to let yourselves recover. Get over this great session that you've done. And then we'll look forward to the next session that we have in store. So once again, you've done a really, really good session there. Like I've mentioned, it was a bit of a progression on. You've now completed 2 lots of 12 minutes. So looking back to where we first started, so with the long session, we started off with 2 lots of 4 minutes, which to now it sounds like that would be more of your shorter session of the week. Based on how we've done this week with doing the 5 lots of 4 minutes. So that just goes to show how well you've done. So we started with the 4 minutes and then we pushed you up to 2 lots of 6 minutes. Again, which doesn't sound too daunting based on what we've been doing lately. And then moving you up to 2 lots of 8 minutes. And now we've pushed you even further. We've got through that barrier and we're now done 2 lots of 12 minutes. So really, really good work. That was 24 minutes of running with just 3 minutes of a walking recovery in between. So you're progressing really well. That also shows as well that we are well on track for our end goal. We are now halfway through the program. That is 4 weeks complete. Another 4 weeks to go. So we're well on track from 8 week when we're going to do that 30 minutes of continuous running without any breaks. So you're doing well. You're definitely on track to complete your goal. So keep it going. So we're nearly at the 2-minute mark now through our cool down. So just keep going at a nice gentle level. Just make sure that you take deep breaths. Get that oxygen into the lungs. Feel your breathing rate gradually return back to normal. Same with the heart rate. You will find through time, I'm sure you're feeling it already after being 4 weeks into this program, that you will become fitter, and the fitter you are, the quicker you will recover. So you'll feel ready and raring to go a little bit sooner through the recoveries of the sessions, and also when you finish the session you won't feel as tired and as fatigued as you might have done before you did this program. So we're halfway through now, just another 2.5 minutes to go. Easy walking pace, good work. Please let me know how your sessions have gone. So like and follow my Facebook and Instagram page. So look at Simon Minting Audio Training. It'll be great to hear from you, find out how you're going, how you're improving, and also sharing your stories so that everyone else can see how well you are doing as well. So lots of you have told me little things that you have found to help you recover, which I will share in different episodes of this program. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of drinking water. So after you finish your exercise, it's really important to make sure that you rehydrate. This will help you recover. You're going to replenish the water that you've lost through sweat, but it's also going to remove any of the metabolic waste that you have produced in your workout. So think of it as flushing away all that waste that you've built up in your legs, which will help you recover and get ready for your next session. So really important to keep hydrated, not only before, but also afterwards as well. Okay, so we've got now just one more minute to go. So let's just look at what we have in store. So you have now completed week 4. So if we look into next week, we've still got the same setup. We've got our shorter repetition work first of all, then we have our pyramid, and then we have our longer one. So we're going to build you up to 5 lots of 5 minutes in your next session. So the session 1 of week 5 with a 1.5 minute recovery. The pyramid session, very similar to what we did this week, but we're going to add a 5th minute in the middle of the 2-4 minutes. So 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, and then back down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And the longer session, we are progressing you a little bit further. Okay. We're going to do just 1 repetition. So not 2 with a break. We're going to do 1 lot of 20 minutes rather than 2 lots of 12. So that is something that we're going to do next week. So we're coming now towards the end of our 5 minutes. So once again, well done. You've done a really good session. That was a bit of a progression on today, building you up to 20 minutes, but you've done it. So well done, and I'll look forward to training with you again soon. Goodbye.